What's up, y'all? Welcome to yet another video. Super excited for this one. OpenAI did it again, broke the internet with their new 4.0 image generation. Let's check this out. All right, y'all, this one is unscripted. I don't have time to create a script because everyone is super excited. I want to get this video in your hands as soon as possible so you can play with the new latest image generation model that's taking the internet by storm. It's like ChatGPT all over again. Everything that we have wished for from an image generator is finally here. Text on images, realistic images, images where the prompt follows what you want. Oh my gosh, all of it. So this was the release on March 25th. Now, my first instinct was to go inside of my chat GPT and start playing. Do not do that. And I'll show you in a few where exactly you need to go to create those amazing images that you're seeing flooded all over the internet. This was the release, and what you can do is you can look at some of these prompts to kind of get an idea of how detailed you can get and will it adhere to those details. So in this first prompt, it's saying, this woman writing something on the chalkboard and or on the whiteboard, and it even says what exactly she's writing. So you can see here it says on the bottom right of the board there should be these words. You can see tokens, transformer, diffusion, pixels. Holy crap. Then selfie view of the photographer as she turns around to hi-fi him. Now the context was already there, so you can see that the tokens and transformers is also already in the background. And then you can create characters, kind of go through these videos and see some of the stuff that you can create. It is wild. Then some rendering here. Let's look at this one. Photorealistic image of two witches in their 20s and they're reading these signs. Multi-generation images here. You can do a poem. So this one was pretty interesting. Concert poem on a luxury eggshell textured card. And you can see it's got this shape of a bulb. Next one is a minimalistic sticker. And you can see how good it's doing adhering to these prompts. And this isn't only what you see in OpenAI, and then when you try to experiment, it fails. I have done some experiments and it's pretty wild. Invisible eggplant, oh, invisible elephant, sorry. And it even writes math equations. Here's some more photorealistic image of a blue chainsaw. Turn this scene into a photo shot on a DSLR. A building, turn this photo into a building. You provided a sketch, it turns it into a realistic building. With that, I've seen this one quite a bit, a candid paparazzi style photo of someone. So these are some examples. You can kind of look at them, understand what other kind of prompts you want to give OpenAI to get these results. Before we get to the building part, there are some images that I took from Facebook and some that I've created to show you how far you can go with this. So again, these are images from Facebook. This is an image of a diner. You can see even the text is perfect here. Text is perfect on both these places, and even the text here, burgers and barbecue, is perfect. So is the text on the car that it's a Chevrolet. Now, if I zoom in, there might be some obfuscation here. Is that a word? Obfuscation? Obfuscation? You know what I mean. And the license plate says GPT 4.0. This one is what I wanted to show you that how it doesn't work. So if you're trying to do this inside of your chat GPT window, it's not going to work. So you can see that this person was trying to create consistent characters. It didn't work. This is an image of someone turning their photo into a Studio Ghibli characters. Then we have cheerleaders sitting on the bench. This was a prompt here. Create a meme on how to give someone the bird to tell them you love them. That's it. That was the whole prompt. And I think ChatGPT did a great job of converting that into an image. The Pope smoking a blunt with Angela Merkel. So these were some of the images. Now let me show you where you're going to go to create these images. I'm pretty sure this works only on the paid plan. You're going to go to Sora, which is sora.com. And on sora.com, you will land on probably this page, which is Explore. So on Explore, you can go to images and you can explore some of the images that people are creating with this new model. What I like to do is I like to find images that I personally like. So I really like this one, and I can see what the prompt was Joe Rogan, JFK doing the Joe Rogan podcast. This one is aesthetic green colors, campfire, forest, two mugs, coffee, vintage blanket. It captured all of that. So it's pretty wild, and I've noticing that it's doing a really good job with text. I told you this seems to be kind of like the fad of what people are flocking to. Security cam for still from 1980s grocery store showing Elon Musk stealing a fresh chicken. Eggs are freaking expensive. So these are some of the images. Now let me show. Oh, this is pretty cool. Time magazine cover, photorealistic Makima from Chainsaw Man photo of for Time Person of the Year. Okay, that was a tongue twister, but pretty cool stuff. Person of the Year, Time Magazine, Makima. Love it. Now let me show you some of the images that I have created. So this is a cartoon image I created. This didn't work out. This is an image I created of someone I know, and I told it, hey, convert this image wearing a ski suit with Alps in the background, swim gear, and the t-shirt says, I love Zenler, but I like skiing more. That was pretty cool. This was supposed to be me. I don't think it did a good job of representing me. Could be someone who looks like me, but it took my t-shirt that I was wearing and it took my prompt pretty literal. Me taking a selfie in front of the Empire State Building. It knows the setting of the Empire State Building, so that was pretty cool. This was an image I was trying to help someone in a Facebook group, so it did a good job of converting their baby into a 3D character. That's me cartoonized, getting ready for a thumbnail for a YouTube video. So I've been playing around with it. Doesn't look like me, but maybe an excited, weird version of me. So play around with it, see what you can do with this. So, how do you get your hands and play around with it? For that, you're going to again go here in Sora. On Sora, you'll see here describe your image. So, in your case, it might be on video. Just make sure you change that to image. With that, let's give it a prompt and see what kind of image generation we get. Here is my prompt, and I am a big fan of Severance. If you're a Severance fan, you have to hit the like button. You have to subscribe if you're a Severance fan. If not, you will be after episode 4. Be patient, watch the first 3, then come back and like and subscribe. So here's my prompt, a cinematic image of the cast of Severance, and then I put the cast name inside of a glass apple that represents the logo for Apple TV. Half of them are wearing a cap that says Audi, and the other half are wearing a cap that says Innie. If you have watched Severance, you know what this means. I think I'm an Audi. So let's give that prompt. Now, one thing to note here before I prompt it, I have my style set to, or my type set to image. You have 3 different aspect ratios, 3 by 2, 1 by 1, 2 by 3. So this one's landscape, this one's portrait, and this one's square, mainly for Instagram. Then you can choose how many images you want to create. So let's go with 2. And then here you can choose the image style. This typically applies to the video style, so I'm not going to choose a style for image. But you can also mention your style here, just like I have done, saying it's a cinematic image. So with that, that's it for the settings. Not too much to dive into, or as AI would say, delve into as far as settings go. So one more thing about Sora and about this image generation is that it is much slower than any of the models out there. Keep that in mind, be patient with it. Also, know that a lot of people are using this right now because everyone's sharing in every group that I know. It's all over Facebook, it's probably all over LinkedIn, all over all socials. Just when ChatGPT first came out and that flood of users flocked to it, that's what's happening right now, which means this is going to be slow. Now, surprisingly, during this demo, as fate would have it, it's going fast, but I have seen it to be slower than this. Maybe OpenAI knows that I'm creating this video. Maybe I'm in any. I don't know. You can see your mileage may vary depending on the traffic load, the time of the day, your location, how many people are using it. So this was actually pretty fast. And boom, here it is. Now, I will say that some of this cast does not look exactly like the cast of Severance. We're going to fix that. I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. But the hats are perfect. The writing is perfect. You can see in this one, there's all of them are wearing it. In the other one, or all of them have any or outie written on it. In this one of them doesn't. So again, there are subtle differences, but overall, I mean, this is amazing. They're inside the app, encased inside the Apple logo. They're wearing the innie and outie cap. I love it. How do you guide it now to match your style? So to do that, what I'm going to do is upload some of the images of the characters and try the same prompt again. All right, so I have re-prompted the exact same prompt. And if you want to do that, you can just click on an image and then click on that prompt or hit edit prompt. You can hit remix or create a video out of it. So I've re-prompted that exact same prompt. Then what I'm going to do is hit this plus and upload some images from my computer that match those characters. All right, I have uploaded a few images here of each of those characters, and I have titled those images with the name of that cast member so that hopefully OpenAI can read that. And then let's hit remix again to see what we come up with. We are back. The image has been generated. I think this one is pretty close for 3 of the 4 characters. I don't think Britt Lauer's face is as pronounced in this one versus this one. This one has her hairstyle, but this one doesn't have a cap on Irv or John. That's his real life name. This one, all 4 have cap. You can see the text is pretty clear. You can see that the directions are very clear. So this is how you would train this model to make an image of yourself. So that's what I'm going to do next. One last image. I'm going to upload a few samples of my own face and then give it a prompt. All right, I've uploaded a bunch of my images to train the model, and this training is happening in real time. I also use FreePic, where you have to upload 8+ images of yours and train your character. In this case, all of this is happening in real time. So I said the prompt here is a Polaroid shot of me on a skateboard wearing a blue jeans, white t-shirt. No, I did not take that from a Taylor Swift song. Maybe. AirPods in my ear, skateboarding, because I don't know how to skateboard, but let's try it. On a sidewalk with graffiti on the building behind me. So we can also go in a little bit more detail on what that graffiti is. So let's say that the graffiti says Coca-Cola, not Pepsi, Coca-Cola behind me. Now, because I've added a brand word in here, I don't know if ChatGPT is going to flag that or if it's going to go and build it. Let's take a look. It's added to the queue. We're going to wait and see what happens. All right, we are back, and we are back with some sad news. It's not me, but the rest of it is perfect. I can just Photoshop my face on this image. Blue jeans, white t-shirt, not taken from Taylor Swift. I came up with it first, and Coca-Cola in the back, graffiti style. That is pretty awesome. Even the AirPods are in there. Now, because I have AirPods, obviously I should have an Apple Watch, which is right here, which was not in my prompt. So no watch on the first one, watch on the second one. So I think I need to add maybe more images of my face, but you get the idea. This is insane. This is the beginning of the end of a lot of jobs, unfortunately. But this isn't supposed to be a sad video. It's a happy video. So go have fun, build something great, put that in prompt in the comments so the others can learn from you. The others can take your prompts and take your work, and everyone's going to take everyone's work. I'm ranting. That's it. Thank you. All right. Holy shiitake mushrooms. That was that. I got no words. That was just. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Subscribe to the channel so I can continue to do these videos. And until next time, keep making those photos and keep pressing the subscribe button. See you in the next one.